you actually ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're ready?
We.
Okay, because I hit the record button during all of that.
I'm the most ready.
We're back. ADHD After Dark with 3 people. Zeno, Zeno, are you busy getting your thingy wet a little bit? Is that what's happening tonight? Or you two?
We all know Zeno is celibate. He doesn't do that.
Zeno.
Why?
No, I mean, did he drive to Chicago?
Yeah, he's celibate. He's never gonna get laid. What are you talking about?
I don't know what that word means. It's too big for my brain.
It means
Call
he
it a
doesn't
dry
have
spell.
sex.
Do you call it a dry spell?
It's not a dry spell. He's fucking talking to women, and so he's too good for the podcast now. What a bitch.
Exactly.
Right.
What a fucking asshole.
What a fucking asshole, dude.
Oh, a girl finds me attractive. I'm no longer going to be part of the podcast.
Apparently, she's also worried. Not worried. She's interested to see his huge dong thanks to the podcast. So this just in, ADHD After Dark is now going to start up a dating business subsidiary where
the ultimate wingman.
Yeah, we're the ultimate wingmen. You just give your girlfriend this podcast and tell us your name, and for $5, we'll talk about how big your dick is as much as you want.
Coincidentally, that's how much a month it is for the Fansly that nobody follows or is subscribed to.
Correct. I'm gonna keep uploading stuff there, but yeah, go look at our Fansly. Fucking pieces of shit. Why you not there, you fucks?
Do you want E to eat? Do you want tonight?
Yeah, because teaching ain't doing it.
Okay, we need something to. We need a side hustle, and this is it. We do this for you guys.
Remember when we used to? Remember when we used to shit on our listeners? Yeah, what the fuck are you still listening to us for?
Yeah, but we're not Game of Tears. We actually care a little bit about our podcast listeners.
What's your superpower? Game of Tears was like Hall's last ditch effort to save the fucking podcast.
Well, I was going by the last thing you guys were fucking called.
I mean, to be fair, Game of Tears is a way better idea than what's your superpower. I'll be honest.
I think it would have been a better YouTube channel than a podcast idea.
Yeah, you're a better my dick thing.
Christmas.
Hey, yo.
Jingle Blades.
Jingle Blades, Christmas. Yeah, you got to go subscribe to the Fansly so we can afford to pay for Jingle Blades.
Right, like if you listeners actually at least follow, so we can unlock shit on Fansly, we will actually attempt to create Dong Blade and Nicholas Cage and all their friends.
It'll just be us in fucking Zeno's backyard.
Yeah, and why not? Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, I love it.
I love you.
He loves it, dude.
I don't know what to talk about. We kind of overdid the Nicholas Cage thing, and I don't know what to do now. Anything interesting happen in your life? What about the pee in your pussy story?
Oh no!
What?
Yeah, Murky, you have a story to tell.
I was told a story today that was like kind of.
You were allowed to tell it on the podcast?
Different. Yeah. No.
Okay, just change out names.
It's just odd. It's very odd, and I was just.
Well, whenever the story is described
funny.
as peeing in pussy, it's you know where we're going.
So, a friend of mine and his 2 coworkers, they all work as a 3-man team. 2 of them are brothers, and the 2 brothers are not my friend.
Okay.
So my buddy and one of the brothers is on the roof, and the other brother is up on some scaffolding. They work in a factory. And the brother on the scaffolding looks over towards him and goes, "Stop peeing in my pussy. You're going to make me queef." And they both stop and look, and the brother that's on the roof looks at the brother on the scaffolding. He's like, "Pee in my pussy. You're going to make me queef." The brother's like, "Yeah." Brother on the roof. Pornhub? ? The brother on the scaffolding's like, "Yeah." Pornhub homepage. Brother on the roof. "Did you click it?" Brother on the scaffolding. Doesn't want to admit it at first. "Yeah." Brother on the roof. "Did you come?" Brother on the scaffolding. "No." but I did like kind of fast forward through it and kind of watched it, I guess. And it was a guy actually peeing at someone's pussy, and it was fucking awful. Basically, he let the intrusive thoughts win, and guys, you got to fight it. Okay.
I would have 100% clicked the video.
When you're walking down this, he said it was on the homepage. Like he said, it was like one of the first few videos.
Yeah. You know why it's on the homepage? Because enough people clicked it out of fucking curiosity that it tricked their algorithm, and they're like, "Man, fucking Americans, dude."
So that was my disturbing story of the day.
I went to Pornhub the other day and fucking what's the turtle from fucking the Kung Fu Panda movie?
Master Oogway?
Yeah. The fucking most viewed video in the United States was Master Oogway dying, and it was a 14-second clip of him fucking dying. Of course I clicked the video. I was like, I have to click it. It's fucking top recommended for the US right now. And it was just 14 seconds from the fucking movie.
Porn's weird, man.
It
Do
wasn't
you
even.
guys remember when Pornhub used to just randomly have Let's Plays on there that had like thousands?
There
of
still
views
are
and,
Let's
like-
Plays on there that has thousands of views.
There are, but they kind of also did that random purge.
Well, it's because now you have to be verified to post shit because underage
Yeah.
stuff. Speaking of weird shit, fucking Texas sucks. Were you here when Lil was talking about the shit that their governor did?
No, but I
He-
wouldn't be surprised.
So he
by
was
it.
like, they banned Pornhub in Texas. And I
They
was
did.
like,
They,
what do you mean they
just porn
banned?
in general?
Well, didn't they also ban porn in like Utah as well? There's another state that did it.
Well, they didn't. They banned it, but like the way they banned it is they're like, yeah, you got to create an account to
The driver's license
with the
and shit.
driver's license and shit to fucking to view porn on Pornhub, and I was like, boy, I think what I was just like, oh yeah, I was talking to Lil about this because I was making a joke and this should have been on the podcast, but I was just like, I hope to fucking God a bunch of people who are just super horny goes to their governor's fucking estate and just make a giant fucking cum line, like just to protest the bill. And then I was like, yeah, but it's also Texas, so it's probably going to be the largest mass shooting in history if they did that.
You're also not wrong.
Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure their fucking governor would shoot a bunch of people coming on his driveway in fucking cold blood and claim it was self-defense because he was afraid of getting pregnant.
Because they were all masturbating. They were all beating their dicks at me.
Well,
I was
isn't that the same state that considers like a frozen embryo a person?
Yeah, he was afraid of having to pay fucking millions of dollars of child support because my fucking unfucking underdeveloped child was on his yard.
Just dying there, wriggling. Into
Yeah,
the
it's
grass trying to
fucking-
find an egg.
So if they say an embryo, that's fertilized, right?
Yeah.
How far do you think they would go? Do you think they would say, well, then my sperm must be half of a human? Like, so me nutting into the toilet is committing genocide every fucking time I do it.
So what you did
Oh,
this
then
morning?
I've killed.
I've
trillions.
killed trillions
Oh,
too.
yeah. We should be in jail for manslaughter at that.
Yeah,
point.
I feel like all the Republicans should and Democrats and everybody in the state should just be arrested for manslaughter because of the amount of fucking sperm flushed down the toilet per year.
Especially the Republicans for what they rub out to like.
Yeah, but
fund
Republicans
porn
touch
is
children, so that's a
ridiculous.
complete like
Yeah.
actual children. At least the ones in
I don't
Texas.
hear about any of this. I don't watch the news enough, apparently.
I get my news through TikTok, and maybe that's why they're trying to get rid of TikTok, is because they're like, oh no, what the mass media is not reporting is on this fucking app. Let's ban it because Facebook and YouTube are giving us money.
It'll just go to other sites. They know that,
Also,
right?
did you see the guy that was like streamlining getting TikTok banned and was like, China could use this as spyware on the American people? He fucking dropped out of, I forget what it was, Congress or whoever that passed it first. He dropped out of it after they had passed it so he could go into an American owned, like, trying to remember, basically a spyware company
Oh,
where he could look at what the American people were doing.
well, go to fucking Pornhub and search peeing and pussy.
I don't think I'll do that, but
I'm not.
I mean, I'm not gonna go look it out, but
I'm
if it
not,
comes up on
and
my
I'm glad I
homepage,
didn't see it.
that's one of those ones where like somebody clicked the video and they're like, I guess I'm fucking close. I might as well just rub it out.
right. It's like I'm already here. I've already gone through like
I've
2
seen-
pages.
I've seen worse.
I've seen the ADHD After Dark fansly page. I've seen worse.
I've seen way worse than somebody peeing in a pussy.
Yeah, look at my butt.
Oh, same, absolutely.
If anybody, I've never personally watched Two Girls One Cup, but if anybody's ever seen that, that's definitely worse.
So I've seen it, and
Same.
it made me throw up.
So what had
It's-
happened is this was all the way back in high
on.
school for me, and it was me and these 2 people have sadly passed on for various reasons, but it was a friend named James, a friend named Lucas, and an ex from high school of mine.
Did you kill
And
all
we're
of them?
all chilling at James's house, and I forget how it just randomly came up, but like 3 of us were just like, "Oh yeah, I'm glad I haven't seen it because it was
You
like
good,
a
Murky?
stupidly viral thing." And then James decided to just be a little shit, and he snuck over to his computer without like telling anybody, and like he was able to like move the screen to where nobody could really tell what he was looking up because he was playing like music off YouTube. And then he turns the screen over, and then boom, there it is as they're defecating into the cup or the blender or whatever the fuck it was. I don't remember. And just, ugh. I just wanted to vomit is the only thing I remember about
Fun
that.
fact, because Zeno's not here and can't defend himself, he recorded that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeno recorded
He
Two Girls,
actually,
One
like,
Cup.
Weekly touches himself to it.
Yeah, he does. Question. You get $1,000, Marky, but you have but you have to come to either Two Girls, One Cup or the Pee in the Pussy video. Would you do it, and which one would you take?
$1,000?
Yeah.
$1,000.
I've only ever seen one of the videos. Can I just like close my eyes?
Now you gotta watch it.
No,
Yeah,
you
I actually
have
have-
to have open eyes.
It would probably
Dusty.
be. They say hello. It would probably have to be like the pee in the pussy one because
I love this. I love
Two Girls,
Dusty
One
turning
Cup.
around.
Hold on. 2 Girls, One Cup would just make me throw up. If I actually have to visually watch it, I'm gonna be puking.
Ah!
I'm
Did
gonna
you?
be puking.
I mean, yeah.
It could never happen.
You're gonna have to turn
But,
around
like-
and explain to Dusty. Did you see the
So-
fucking quick take that she did when you
There was
said that?
Bradley told me a story about a coworker yelling at him.
Go check the
"Stop
Fansly
being-
for Dusty's
stop
reaction.
being- Yeah, stop being in my pussy. You're gonna make me queef. And then the 2 brothers that he works with on his team were having a conversation about it.
Oh my
And
god.
The one brother's like,
Beautiful,
Pornhub. The other
beautiful.
brother's like, yeah. The other brother's like, did you watch it? The other brother said, yeah. And the other brother's like, did you come? He's like, no. It was just exactly what the title said. I pee in a girl's pussy. So that's what we're talking about. Porn's
Beautiful.
weird, man. Porn's
Dude,
weird, man.
dude, you should have. Did you see her reaction on your
Yeah.
camera? She was walking out the door and she turned around so quick. It was like, the
90
fuck.
degrees.
Go check out the Fansly. You won't get that. You won't get that reaction in an audio recording because Dusty was silent in the background.
Also, you can see Dusty fucking dancing with the cat in the hallway.
Oh, hey, look at that. She's got a pussy. That came out wrong. Whoops. Oh.
So what's your guys'
Party foul?
opinion on the shit that's happening in Dragon's Dogma 2?
What?
I'm sorry. I
Maybe you should explain because we're both stupid.
save some pussy for the rest of us.
I mean, while I may get it, I can't save a lot for
Do you remember telling us your vivid adventures last night? Whenever you were like super drunk after you came back, like after like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, that. Yes,
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
So Dragon's Dogma 2 just came out within the past couple of weeks, and I want to say within the last week, but it's under a lot of controversies right now because apparently there's a fuck ton of microtransactions. Like
I'd
there's
love to see it.
microtransactions for character customization, which like the week before its release, they came out with like a free, like, hey, test out our character customization thing. And a lot of people loved it. And they're like, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. And then it came out and a lot of the shit people were using were locked behind a paywall. And they're like, what the fuck? And then they found out that like the CEO of whatever developer made Dragon's Dogma, I forget their name, but he came out on record and said that he like didn't think fast travel was a good thing to put in Dragon's Dogma 2, even though it's supposed to have like a bigger map than the first one. And guess what? They locked behind a paywall for like $3.
You have to pay. Was it $3 every time?
You have to pay for fucking fast travel.
Was it every time? Every time you have to spend $3 to fast travel?
No, you just to have the feature.
Look, we're entering territory of fucking my gripe with how cars are selling features too. But fuck, I'm never getting this game. I don't even know what this series is, and it sounds terrible.
It's kind of like, have you ever played Shadow of the Colossus?
I've heard of it.
Great game. I would highly recommend it. It's a PlayStation.
I think I watched you play it, or maybe
you watched Xeno.
I've watched bits and pieces of it. I just don't understand it.
It's one of those where there's no words, but you kind of piece together the story by what's kind of happening.
See, that's my problem. I'm not creative.
But
anyway,
so
be more like Helldivers. Fucking democracy.
Yeah,
make the dude. They did microtransactions the right way. I didn't even have to buy the first premium
100%.
war. I didn't even have to buy the first war bond because I played the game enough. Want to fucking unlock mechs? Fucking put it behind a story and then have Game Master Joel have the fucking stuff delayed. And then if you guys didn't finish your fucking work, you can just say, Joel, make the order really hard so they can't do it. And then it's like, oh no, surprise!
Popping in people's games.
It's actually not him. They're dev imposters who are riding the Joel train. But they're popping in people's games, and it was like, here, have fun. He dropped the fucking APC and then left. It's not even a thing that you can select yet. People are like, this is already in the game? They're like, yeah.
Get some of the files. Have fun.
Here's the thing. It's fucking...
I don't know. I mean, more games need to be more like Helldivers.
Yeah, just come out with a complete game.
Let me
just come out with a.
It's not even the fact that Helldivers is complete because
no, it's
minus
early access.
We don't need microtransactions to be effective. And
that was supposed to be a fucking Halo game too, a Halo Reach game.
Helldivers right now has 235,497 in game. If you go look at
and how much does Halo Infinite have right now on Steam?
Do you want me to even bother searching here?
Yeah. I do.
Let me share me screen for you guys,
all right,
so we can do this accurately. I just need to make sure that I manage my monitors correctly. Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and watch the stream here.
So now the viewers can also see. See, this is Helldivers. Look at the chart. It's really not that bad of a drop. I mean, especially if you look at this. If you look at this chart, it's very. I'd call that pretty consistent.
I would say so, yeah.
Let's go look at Pal World, which is also a great game. I'm a human, I promise. Let me pull up its in game. Its in game. Its problem is it probably was only ever going to attract this much of a standing audience.
Correct.
Right. Its problem is, which is everybody talking about, it had this big spike, but it's not really meant to be a long live service game. It's going to be one that gets new features over updates. So what's actually going to happen is you're going to get this, and then they're going to, they have it's so small that they actually don't want to be that big. So they're happy. They thought they were going to get they would be happy if 5,000 people played this game. And people are complaining. People are like, oh no, it dropped so much, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, bro.
Has to be expected with the type of game it is. It's a survival.
It also is the second most highest game on Steam for a survival crafting game at launch. It had 2.1 million people playing, right? And what's going to happen is whenever they release that raid DLC or something that adds more to the game, it's going to jump back up into the millions easily.
Absolutely.
Like, this game is going to be one of those ones that jumps back up. And you said, look at Halo.
Yeah, Halo Infinite, because
Halo.
that was supposed to be the follow-up was basically what Helldivers 2 is.
Pal World is still beating it. In fact, it has so little people in it that you can see the granularity in the Twitch viewers on the graph.
Oh, yikes.
Let's see. That's 3 months. That's 6 months. That's 1 year. Here's all time. Its all-time high at release is less than Helldivers' all-time current number of players.
I gotta say, yikes.
Tough. That's tough.
And let's go look. I also want to show you something cool that I noticed when I was looking at
All right,
Helldivers
show me
2.
something cool that you noticed.
So you notice how you can hit the all button on the graph?
Yes, I did notice that.
Look who forgot to hide their ID on Steam whenever they were testing it back here.
Oh.
You can see that this is when they were running their internal tests on Helldivers 2 back in January 2018 when they had a build that they could start up. It's like, this is fucking weird. Guess you should, I guess this is when they were testing Steam integration. But what's the other game that is Dragon Dogma or whatever it was?
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Is that on Steam?
It should be, yeah. I think it's all platforms.
2. Let's see. It's got a 54% rating.
Yeah, that's because of the microtransactions.
Let's see here. When did it release? Here?
Yep.
It's going down pretty quick.
I'm not surprised. It probably had a decent release, and then people started realizing, oh, if I want to do anything in this game, I have to pay real money.
Holy fuck, Dragon Dogma 2 went below City Skylines, and the only reason people are pissed at that is because it fucking isn't a complete game. That's just because Colossal Order apparently went public 3 years ago, and they have to please shareholders.
Oh.
So there you go on that one. Well, yeah, fuck you. Don't add microtransactions to your game. Is this all the fucking microtransactions that exist in it because they have to list it in the Steam DB?
That I'm aware of, yes.
Points to spend beyond the rift. Restore warp location marker.
Yep. All this
Obtain
shit,
a portal
should just
crystal which can be set as a destination. You are a fucking piece of shit. This literally is just fancy words for fucking Art of Metamorphosis character editor. How much is this?
all this shit that should just be part
It's
of
a-
the base game.
It's a $2 fucking charge.
Yep.
How much is the base game?
Like $70.
Oh, get fucked.
Yeah.
The base game is $69.99.
That you can eat my fucking ass, dude.
Let's go look at the reviews for this game.
That's for
Can you take us to the Steam? Can you take us to the Steam page? Oh, come on. Let's look. Let's go to the Steam page. It's got a 6 out of 10. What's your birth date? I'm not putting this publicly on the podcast, but surprise, I'm actually 1903.
There you go.
I'm actually from
That seems about
1903. Let's see here. What are some of the reviews? Because there have been some good ones. Oh, hang on. Let's look. Do we want to look at the positive ones or the negative ones?
You know what?
negative
Let's
ones.
start negative and then look at positives.
All right. Let's find review type negative. Game runs terrible.
Oh yeah, I can't even meet 60 FPS. I forgot to mention that.
That's good. Oh my god.
Oh, homeboy wrote a novel.
Not reading
Minor
it.
Spoilers.
Do you care about minor spoilers?
I could give less of a fuck.
In summary, summed up as a disappointment. The short and sweet of it is what people wanted was a fixed and it was a fixed expanded version of DDDA, which whatever that means.
Dragon's Dogma Ascension or something like that.
But it doesn't have better combat, and it's a side grade or a downgrade. That's what this guy says. The game is incredibly good and entertaining. Nobody is asking you to pay for microtransactions. This is only for individuals that are lazy and don't want to farm anything. As all currency in the game can be obtained without difficulty. The only complaint I have from this game is that it's poorly optimized. Thumbs down until this is resolved. It sounds like that's just somebody who can't understand microtransactions. Apparently they don't have skill slots. Play Dark Horizon instead.
Basically, Dragon's Dogma 1, but the story ends abruptly and is a lot worse.
Yeah. It's fun, but kind of doo-doo. Should we just like go to Steam pages and fucking do Steam reviews of shit? Like look at shit. What's a game that you think has terrible Steam reviews?
Ooh, that is a good question.
I know City Skylines 2 has some pretty. I know City Skylines 2 has.
All right, let's take a look at City Skylines 2.
They have pissed off a lot of people. Did we look at the DLC that they just released?
Wasn't it like beachfront property or something like that?
Yeah.
City Skylines 2.
City Skylines 2.
Everything is made up and nothing matters.
Here, let me make this bigger for the viewers.
Our one viewer that's going to go on Fansly now.
Look, it's the game equivalent of the DJ pushing all kinds of buttons on his mixer that's not plugged in while an MP3 just plays on his iPod. That's fucking incredible. Wait, we can filter. Can we filter by like fucking funny? Like it's got the funny tag.
Is there a comedy filter?
Like there's a funny tag. Can we sort by the people that found this review funny?
You would think we could.
You'd think we could. It lets me display as funny.
One of the most explicit I've ever bought. Thank you, Oppenheimer. That's a picture of Margot Robbie.
I'm too lazy firing my wood stove, so I got this to heat the room with 900 watts. Oh.
Dimension
No one
gay.
reads the review, so I will write that I am gay.
Well, guess what? Only cams on Twitch we know.
My God. Oh, my God. Product refunded. Best slideshow I've ever purchased. Nobody can afford rent and there's too much traffic. So realistic. Recommend.
That's beautiful.
Oh my God, dude. Performance is fine. Buy a better PC, nerds. Great new benchmarking software. Oh, Jesus Christ. The fucking just left the cat. These are great, honestly. Let's go see what the DLC has in store, because I know they just released the DLC, and I know that DLC has a separate sort of review system, I think.
Yeah, I think it's separated.
Yeah. At this point, I think they're releasing the DLC only to avoid possible legal liabilities from those who bought the deluxe edition. Okay. Let's see. Can we search it as fun? I guess that's how you forgot the C in DLC. The DLC is not a joke. That's not even worthy of review. P.S. This review has more content than this DLC. Would recommend 4 trees. Would buy deluxe edition again. Yeah, they added 4 trees in like 2 houses.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a DLC.
How much is this DLC worth?
I think it's $9.
Yikes.
It's the DLC. You forgot the D and C and left us with a big L.
Womp
Where's the
womp.
beach for the beach properties? I bought it to support the developer. 4 new palm trees. Shows 3. Let's go do this filter on Dragon's Dogma again.
All right.
We've entered a new realm of ADHD at this point. Go to Steam and find the worst reviews ever. All right. Any bets on what the top review is gonna talk about?
Probably the frame rate.
Hey Capcom, you can purchase a good review DLC for $1.99. Let's see. A recommend, just a recommend. I thought you had to get a review. I thought you had to put text in here. This looks like a
I thought
spam.
you did too.
This looks spammy. He's got way too many products. Nothing. You'll never wonder where a ladder is again. Product refunded. See you guys at the 50% sale.
That motherfucker left a novel. God.
Yeah, I'm not reading novels. Look how they massacred my boy and turned him into a cash grab and murdered his soul. Should have just let him rest, but instead you dug him up, waved his corpse around with makeup on like the rats you are.
Damn.
You see.
Oh, okay. Do not buy. A ladder arisen. Is that a joke in the game that I don't get? Probably.
Probably.
All right. Any other games that we want to look at, or are we done with this whole scheme?
I want to look up funny negative on fucking Destiny 2.
Oh
Destiny 2,
God,
alright,
that's gonna be
Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia. People hate that game now.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's
because-
fine. We can look at the funny reviews, and it'll probably be spooky funny reviews.
Very positive, funny. When you look down, you can see your legs.
Hey.
Should I make them recent?
Yeah, make him recent.
How do I make it recent? Date range, only specific range. Select on the graph above. Sure. Give me this range. How do I? Have I done it?
I don't know.
Do I do this? Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Jesus Christ. We have to read this. What is
Oh my
this?
fucking God. Okay, I got this.
You got this? Okay.
I went to eat at my favorite restaurant the other day. You know what I ordered? I got a mouth-watering hamburger. I waited 20 minutes for it to arrive, and they gave me only the damn buns. I asked them, what the hell? The waiter responds calmly, sir, you must wait the rest. Wait a minute. The grammar here is bad. Sir, you must wait the rest of the burger to arrive. I think it's you must wait for the rest of the burger to arrive. I told him in an annoyed tone, fine. As the evening progressed, I kept getting bits and pieces of the burger. First the lettuce, then the cheese. Once the patty finally came, they started taking parts of the cheese and top of the bun from me. I asked the waiter in a pissed tone, what the fuck? Where are my top bun and cheese going? He told me, since your plate lacks sufficient room and you are no longer enjoying them, we are removing them from your plate. Now I'm stuck here with parts of the burger, and throughout my service, I get different types of the same toppings. First, it was romaine lettuce, then it was iceberg. I get basic white bread buns. Now I have brioche. I have lost all sense of time and understanding of what my meals should look like. The patty has grown cold, and I swear I heard it mooing from the underdone half the shit is coming out. Yeah, it just seems like they're just grumpy boys. I'm done reading this.
I mean, to be fair, they actually described sunsetting, but saying they took my cheese away.
Yes.
That's the antidote that they fucking made, dude. This one's just a picture of a cat.
A grumpy cat. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I know. Look up the new South Park game, because apparently people aren't liking it.
Wait, did it release?
Yeah, it came out like a day or two ago.
Oh, is it South Park Snow Day?
Yep, that's the one. People are not caring for it.
Okay. Three out of 10 positives. I like
It looks nice.
I like it. It looks nice. Cons basically everything else. The jokes are toned down compared to the last two games. Yeah, how are you gonna top the fucking the skin color was your difficulty slider.
Right.
That was pretty fucking great.
Well, in all fairness, you're kind of being compared by two games that people really liked and really enjoyed, and this one apparently has like a card combat system, which I mean could work, but
Oh god, is it South Park's Chain of Memories?
yeah, it's South Park Chain of Memories.
This looks like ass already looking at that. So
Like,
wait,
when I looked at this gameplay, it looked like it could have been something okay, but then you watch people on Twitch play it and you're like, oh yikes, this is not great.
yeah, so they're like lining up to fight THQ Nordic. What is I'm playing it without sound. Oh, what? I mean, it doesn't look like a card. Oh god, this looks too much like a
That's the
fucking.
thing, is it brings it up and it mentions that it's a card combat, but when you're watching the gameplay, they take all like the HUD away from you.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there's also a multiplayer to this,
Oh,
where like you and your friends can play together. Yeah, like right there. Like you have different cards that can change like how the combat goes and shit. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
This is
I
dumb
didn't
as-
really
this
understand
looks
it.
dumb as shit.
I was slightly hoping this was going to be okay, but the moment it came out and when I started seeing the reviews, I was like, I kind of anticipated this was going to happen. What about the new Alone in the Dark? It's supposed to have that one dude from what's that one Netflix show that's kind of spooky?
That's not really describing much.
It's set in the 80s, Dungeons and Dragons, Stranger Things.
What? Okay, I thought you were gonna make a joke about it.
No, because it actually has one of the actors in it.
I mean, out of 611 reviews, it's mostly positive.
Mostly positive, but I've also been hearing mostly meh things about it.
Well, I mean, it's
Another game I was hoping was
77%.
gonna be good because this is the game that created survival horror.
I mean, it's at
in the dark.
a 77%. It seems like it's just buggy.
I mean, that's a C.
It seems like it's just buggy.
Oh, maybe once they fix it, it'll be better. But it's supposed to have the police officer from Stranger Things in it, and he plays like the dad. But it's supposed to be a remake, but it doesn't follow the original story at all, which I'm okay with. Hopper,
Daddy
yeah.
Hopper. Daddy Hopper. I only watched up. I stopped at like
There he
season
is.
8. Yep.
I only ever saw season 1. I never saw anything past that.
Yeah, I watched 1 and 2. And I got like an episode into 3, and I was like, I'm over it.
So what do we do now to shit on Xenomore? Anybody got any cool stories? I'm kind of running out of ideas for ADHD After Dark.
Shit. I'm trying to think of something to shit on with.
It's got tiny pee-pee.
We all know that's a lie.
Super lie.
It's too big.
That fucking hog.
Dr. Fart, you better run away. It's gonna... Never mind.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, girl. You best run.
If you made it
Who
this
the
far
fuck
in the
is that
podcast,
shit?
You're gonna want to go search the all the way through category on Pornhub.
So back when me and Xeno worked together, there was a certain technician that like everybody would always call him by his full name and the only reason is because he's so fucking just over the top. So every time
Was it the pipeler? God damn it!
No, it was not the goddamn guy. This is the guy who gave me my fucking first ever random boner pill at work. It's like, here, take this, and I'm like, what's
The one
this?
that made you shit your pants?
No, I didn't shit my pants, but it made me shit crazy. But
Well, fairness, yeah, it wasn't in his pants.
so every time Xeno walks through the shop, and a lot of times we'd like walk through the shop together when we'd get out of a meeting, go out to have cars to look at and shit. And we'd walk through the shop, and every time this tech would completely stop what he's doing, turn around and just stand, put his hands on his hips and kind of like flex out his dick and stare at Xeno's dick as he walked through the shop and go, God damn it. Like if I had half that, if I had half that, I tell you what I'd do. I'd have 1,000 children. That's what I'd fucking do.
Jesus Christ.
Just and this is at work. Like, this is a professional setting. And we would just call it, a lot of times call by his last name too. Be like, dude, you're like, love you. You're wild though. You're crazy. And like he'd come up and walk, put his arm around his ego, just fucking with him. Like, he didn't really mean any of it. And they were close. They worked together a long time.
Right.
And just like hang over the front of him and stare at his fucking bulge in his pants.
Jesus.
I'm like, I'm telling you, Zeno. Let me have some of that. Like, just, I would do terrible things to people. It'd be awful. Like, how do you do that? How do you do it? Just all kinds of random wild questions about Zeno's huge dog.
I want to see Zeno's huge dog at one point. I'm gonna get a peek at it. He's not here. He can't say no.
Yeah,
There's that one picture in that one chat of that one time. I mean, you could probably zoom up on it. Just saying.
I mean, Murky could have almost seen it.
I didn't. There was one time it was close. That was like season 1 content.
Yeah.
Jumped up in Zeno's bed. I was up early, and I was waiting for Zeno to wake up, so we played video games. And then I heard him. I was chilling in my room and heard Morgan get up. I think she like went to the bathroom or something. I was like, bet, Zeno's awake.
You're gonna touch his dick.
So I heard him getting around. Yeah. So I went, I looked at the room, and he was laying in bed under the covers. So as soon as I saw him, I just run, and I jumped in bed, grabbed him around the top, and he's like, dude, I'm fucking naked. I was like, no, you're not fucking naked. You just don't want me.
You're not naked. I'm gonna fucking put my fucking hand up here.
He's like, I'm telling you. He's like, man to man right now, I am butt ass naked underneath of this blanket.
Murky was like right now.
I was like, oh, well, if you're naked, let me fucking. I thought he was lying, so I started fucking with him around the blankets, and he's just holding on for dear life. He's like, dude, I'm telling you 100% naked. I'm like, no. Well, then Morgan walked in the room's like, does he know you're fucking naked? Got him out of bed. Yeah,
what would have happened if you did unveil the blanket and you were face to face with Dick?
I probably would have ended up just offing myself. I could never be the man that he was, and I could never be the best at anything. But there's still that wall. I've never seen it in person to where, like, I had, there's no point in trying to really be the best at anything anymore. Can't.
Has got too big of a dick.
Yeah. Oh, natural. He's blessed. I mean,
he should really thank his mother for his huge dick.
So you assume it comes from the mom?
No, it actually does.
Oh, God damn it, Mom.
Dick length is entirely determined by the X on the XY chromosome.
Oh, shit. Now I'm going to have to complain to my own mother.
Yeah. I was randomly going through TikToks, and this was after we had talked about pee-pee a bunch.
Mom, if you can hear me down there.
Fuck you. Why did you do this to me?
You give me so much ass.
But I was fucking scrolling through one of those those things where it's like it pops up as like, what is like one health fact that people don't know about? And I was swiping through the text, and I got to one, and I was like, because Gaz had made a joke about how my mom gave me a small dick, and then I found the TikTok, and it was like some health person was like, yeah, so dick size is determined by the mother. And I was like, Gaz.
God damn it.
Gaz, you better give her, if we have a boy, you better give him a big dick.
Does that mean Xeno's mom has a huge clit? You get Murky.
I don't think it was expecting that.
Dude, Zeno's never gonna know about that, but Dr. Fart's gonna fucking know that we said that because Zeno's not gonna listen to the podcast, but this fucking Dr. Fart's gonna be like, so do you know they asked if your mom has a huge clit? I think I killed Murky.
Ooh, okay.
So the answer must be yes, because you laughed really
That was
hard.
funny. That was super funny. I was not expecting that at all. What does that mean? And that is not where my brain went. And
Where'd you think I was going?
Something about his dad, maybe? I don't fucking know.
Why would I say that if the fucking dick size comes from the mother?
I just wasn't expecting clit size, I guess. I don't know.
So is she kind of like
I've
hyena at this point?
I've met Zeno's mom
I've never met Zeno's mom.
multiple
I've never met
occasions.
Zeno's mom.
No, I have. She's super.
It's probably for the best if I can just ask a question. How big's your fucking clit on a podcast?
I'm gonna go over to his parents' house.
Should I just message Zeno? What I just said?
You guys, here's the joke, because Zeno will never hear this. I'm gonna have him 3D print me like a reporter's microphone, and I'm going to use that to go ask Zeno's mom if she has a giant clit.
Will you? I don't think you have the balls to do that.
I'm gonna message Zeno.
I'm questioning your manhood right now.
I'm messaging Zeno. He can't hear this.
Oh no.
He can't hear this. Everybody listening, do not tell Zeno this. If this works, then
This is now on your honor.
If he can 3D print me,
You know what? You should figure out a way to get E to meet Zeno's mom or something, like, so that like you have somebody there recording in secret, unless you want me to fucking buy you a goddamn spy camera to record you asking this question, and it will fucking cut back like it's fucking, I don't know, fucking Borat whenever they're in the middle of fucking the Republican convention. Oh god. Xeno's gonna be like, why do you want this? I'm assuming if you're willing to ask Xeno's mom this, she must be a pretty funny person.
No.
Let's hope so.
No, is she very religious?
No, I wouldn't say that. She's just really like...
Are you gonna get punched in the face by her husband?
I would say reserved.
Ah.
I mean, if it happens.
I mean, content, right?
Bite the bullet. I said it now. Yeah, I said it now. I gotta bite the bullet.
You had a chance to back out by saying no when I said, you don't have the balls to do this, and you went, I'm gonna message people right now.
Okay. Send it. See if I get a response.
This just in, Murky might not be on the podcast next week.
Murky might be murdered.
He might be recovering in the hospital from some unknown disease. Yeah. The people down the street are going to poison him with crack. Is that still a thing? Are you still worried about the fucking people coming to murder you?
What?
If I don't wake up tomorrow, I didn't kill myself. Don't you remember that?
He said he's got it. So he said probably he has to get the bed on his 3D printer fixed.
Okay.
I keep saying that, but I don't know if that thing's ever going to get fixed.
I think he just doesn't have the motivation to do it. I will buy you a reporter. I will buy you a reporter, Mike.
No, that's the thing. It has to be made by Zeno.
Okay.
So then we can make excerpts of this clip of huge clits and 3D printed microphones.
What am I going to title the episode? Because I obviously can't title it Zeno's mom has a huge clit.
Zeno's mom is a female hyena.
just gonna title the episode Xeno has a ...
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the episode content besides, you know what? Xeno has a huge penis. There. Now it can be about Xeno. See, we did it.
Has a huge.
Has a huge dung blade.
I mean, I'm telling you, a hog. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I'd put my next 3 paychecks on it. And if I did that, I'd be homeless. So I'd win. I would win all that money.
All of that money.
Since Xeno's dick is so big, whenever he shakes it at the urinal, is it big enough to make a sound wave? So, like, does his dick
I wouldn't say that you hear it, but you feel it.
does his dick have a resonant frequency?
I say he has to back up, or else it slaps the back of the urinal.
Dude, could you imagine Xeno's dick is long enough to do a slap bass with it? That'll teach you never to miss a podcast again, Xeno. Wonder who he's
bro.
He never did give a reason why he's gonna be late or he might miss. So I'm assuming it's girl reasons.
Probably. A loser.
What a fuck! Oh,
Speaking
Murky's
of
gone.
losers,
Speaking
look
of
at
losers,
Murky
Murky's
muted
gone. He
himself.
muted himself. What a
Fucking
piece of
shit.
Team Game Boat. When are we doing that again?
Probably soon.
Oh,
Especially when I
soon.
quit teaching for sure.
Do you have anything lined up? Are you interviewing anywhere?
I have applied to a fuck ton of different places as of not yesterday, but the day before. Just waiting to hear back.
Hopefully soon.
Fingers crossed. I would like to, personally, I would like to still do something that's near the realm of education because that's my wheelhouse, but I also want
You're not going to
money
get paid.
because I like to eat.
You're not going to get paid if you do education. Sorry to say it, bud.
Yeah, I know.
Holy fucking chunk.
Oh, that's a chunky boy.
Dude, he's got a huge dick too. That's bigger than mine.
Big boy.
Do you see the dick coming between his legs?
Big boy.
And
Which one is that? Is that King?
It must. I bet Xeno's mom birthed him.
Does Xeno's mom have a gun?
I'm sorry, what?
Huge dick cat.
Did you just say Xeno's mom birthed the cat?
Xeno's mom version of a cat birthed King.
Version of a cat.
Cat with a huge clit. Pussy clit. I don't know.
Hey, just because I thought of it, did you know that there's a theory that there's a universe that exists out there? If you can think of the thing, then it's a universe that exists. So there's a universe.
I have heard of that
There's a
theory.
universe where everybody in this chat right now has a clit.
Oh. Is it fun to play with?
I mean, there's also a universe out there where it's fucking when you have sex as a human, you die. Because I thought of it.
So we're all bees?
No. The male's penis falls off and you bleed out from the erection.
Yeah, so we're bees.
Oh.
Nope, because bees it's their
They just
stinger.
The skulls fucking explode.
That's it.
Probably.
I mean, but that's in response to, that's attacking. That's not.
Speaking of other terrible theories, do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear another fucking weird theory?
Let's hear, baby girl.
It's the whole thing about quantum tunneling, I think, or quantum existence, but you can never die.
God, I would hate that.
If you die, the way quantum mechanics work is you would just go into another universe where you didn't die from the thing that you did. So to everybody else, you're dead, but you never die. Which means if you ever tried to commit suicide and failed, you might have actually just quantum tunneled to another universe where you, instead of passing, you failed.
You fail.
I mean, I already fail at a lot of stuff.
But yeah, so there's the whole theory that you actually never die. So that means there's a universe out there where fucking George Washington is 400 years old.
Oh, yikes. Is there a universe where Murky saw a mom, or?
I was about to say there is a universe where Murky's mom beat cancer.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
I think she had I don't think
Coco has a dad, or
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, yeah. But in the universe that we're in, everything else, like, they're dead to us. But, like, to them, they split off to another universe where they didn't die.
oh,
It's really weird. Quantum mechanics are fucking weird.
just like ghosts. Ghosts are fucking weird, man.
That's fucking weird, man.
I mean, yeah. Supposedly, you could throw a baseball so fast that it would go through the material that it was, like a bat. Like, if you could throw a baseball fast enough, it would go through the bat.
Yeah, I've always heard the theories that you could like smack a table like so many times, and one of those times your hand would go through the material.
Yeah, there's actually a non-0% chance at any given time that you would become fused to an object that you're touching. It's a non-0% chance. It's very
Is it kinda
small.
Those times where you like bite into something that shouldn't be crunchy, but you hear a crunch and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, that could be it. Yeah,
That's dirt.
that's probably dirt.
Your mom's dirt.
There's also a non-zero chance that
I was gonna say in the dirt. She got cremated. I mean, she's ashy.
there's also a non-zero chance that the vacuum of the universe just, instead of becoming a false vacuum, becomes a full vacuum, and the whole universe just collapses at any given second in the blink of an eye.
Welcome to Science with Coco, because he's way smarter than Murky.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I mean,
Also, you wanna hear another
going
thing?
to eat, but I
You know how
lose
you
their
see
fan
it-
base.
You also know how you see in sci-fi films where they talk about like an ancient civilization and all this stuff, and you know how they left a bunch of shit behind and yada yada yada. Yeah, well, we're so far at the beginning of the universe that we would likely be that ancient civilization.
Oh.
brain.
So what
scrambled.
you're saying is Murky needs to start leaving more booty pics so they can
Yeah.
be like, oh,
Dude, I should
the ancient
preserve
civilization used to send booty pics
The
to each
ancient
other.
asshole.
You know the big, like, screw-in card cases?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? We're going to take full, like, boudoir photos of my ass, and we'll put each of them individually into said enlarged cases. I'm thinking maybe 3x2.
Okay.
You know, good enough to hang on the wall. Probably in someone's man cave because it's such a fat ass. And I think that's how we make our money, guys. Maybe it's not the fans.
Maybe we just show pussy pics like this.
Yeah, maybe.
Look
Maybe
at
we
the
should
beauty,
show
yeah.
pussy pics like that.
Look at this.
People love pussy.
Look at this baby.
So we're all gonna collectively start videotaping our cats.
No, our
We
pussies.
put our pussies. Gonna get all the clips together, and we'll make some.
What
Like,
you got here? Bud?
If TikTok doesn't get banned, maybe a TikTok account. If not, we'll just put it on every porn site imaginable and exploit our animals for money. And by
Yeah.
animal, named
Like-
pussy, because that's what we got. That's what we're going with.
I'm distracted by Kitty right now.
I'm just.
Look at him.
Can we talk about Zeno's most recent addiction and how I'm afraid he's
Holy
not gonna pay his
fuck.
mortgage
He
because of
keeps
it?
saying that he's going to be able to have food. And I'm like, bro, you spend more on Shadowverse than I have on Pokemon in a single month. And you make
for
so
our
much less than
listeners
I do.
For our listeners, and hopefully soon our Fansly watchers, a couple of weeks ago, Coco came into town with his fiance, and
That was
went
apparently
to
the worst
a
mistake
new
that I've
card
made
shop.
for Xeno's life.
Yes. And
You guys should have left when I did. None of this
we
would have
should
happened. None of this would have happened if you guys turned around.
It's
and kept
because
walking.
I'm the one who stalled, and I wanted to look at new card games because I wanted to get into a card game. I was thinking maybe Magic because I used to play that in college, but everybody wanted to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
I fucking hate
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, I
There's
just
too
watched some
much.
gameplay of it, and it's just not my thing anymore. Plus, the community is really, really stinky. And I have a thing about smells, and yeah, no, I would not be nice to somebody who legitimately smells like ass that I'm playing. I would tell that motherfucker, please leave the table.
Right, dude. I want to make a scene, but please forfeit, dude. If someone else comes over here and smells you, like, they're gonna do it. Like, I don't want to embarrass you. Like, just go.
And then, to nobody's surprise, Zimbro sees anime girls and goes, ooh, that art's pretty, and talks to the guy behind the counter about what that was and if he could explain a little bit more of it. And lo and behold, it was Shadowverse. So, if you don't know Shadowverse, it's kind of sort of like Hearthstone. It's the closest game I can compare it to. And there's a CCG of it. That's the video game version. That's just okay. I prefer the physical version over the video game version, but you know, everybody has their kinks. So Zeno and I get a starter deck. A few days go by, you know, I don't think anything of it. I just kind of casually walk into it, and then there's fucking Zeno, who just decided to go fucking balls deep into this fucking
blows
game.
Up,
finds out about the fucking lore of the game, and he's like looking up different strategies for the different deck that he has and all the different builds. And then I'm like, well, shit, I better look into my fucking builds and whatnot. And then he talks me into going into these like locals that was at the same place that we bought the fucking cards at. Lo and behold, first day that we go, we think it's just supposed to be casual play. No, that motherfucker's a tournament. I get my ass handed to me. I'm bent over the fucking table by what those guys basically did to me. Still very sweet guys, very nice community. But yeah, like homeboy has probably spent his amount in his mortgage in fucking trading cards.
How much do we think his mortgage is?
I mean, he got it before the super inflation at a decent amount on his bank. So I'm going to say maybe somewhere between 400 to $1,000.
Yeah, he's definitely spent like $1,000 in a month.
Yeah, he spent
if you
more.
made it this far.
Because he also bought Funkos that day too.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's really very smart with all of his finances and shit. I don't think he put himself in a bad place like that.
He's definitely spent more than he should have.
I mean, you live to your means.
Sometimes you have a problem.
He's single, no kid. He ain't got no kids, and yeah.
Yeah, but he fucking all he does is eat DoorDash and fucking crumble cookies all the time. Tell me that he's actually fucking
ass bitch, Dino. Get through all the other shit and get here, you crumble cookie eating ass bitch. With your strawberry shortcakes.
Did you know they're coming out? Did you know they're coming out with
chocolate chips?
Did you know that they're coming out with a new flavor of crumble cookie that I think Zeno's gonna really like?
What is
that? Is
that is called Mom Clit.
Oh.
Personally designed and tasted by his mother.
Oh, sign me up.
Oh God! You gotta ask Shannon first. I want to see you turn around and be like, "Hey Shannon, can I try this new ice cream called Mom Clit? It's supposed to taste like Zeno's mom's clit."
Oh, she would probably be extremely confused first and then be like, fuck no.
Do it, coward.
Yeah, you're right. I am a coward. I don't want my ass kicked.
Don't you lie. You love getting your fucking ass beat. You sub.
Only if it's by the homies.
You submissive fucking inbreedable sexy
sub.
man.
I would know.
Yeah, you would know. You also tried to date a fucking train wreck.
I was in a deep pit of sad boy status there.
Yeah, my sister's not the greatest person, but like when I had to look at him and bro to bro and was like, I'm not looking at you and being like, don't hit that because she's my sister. I'm like, don't hit that because it's a mistake.
Yes.
It's the wrong choice.
It was if you value
Do you want to
your
live?
life and your sanity,
Your
you're
sanity,
not going to go
yeah,
near
right.
that.
That was also around the same time that you had Breeding Kink Lady after you.
Yeah, that was
Reading Kink Lady.
an interesting time.
That shows some of the messages you read.
I remember you shared her picture with me and she was like, oh, she's into you too. And I was like, yeah, no. And
In all fairness, I think she was just looking for anything that had a pair of functioning testicles to impregnate her and was just like, yeah, that'll do.
that's weird as fuck.
Very weird.
Oh, Berkey made another one.
Yeah, I didn't. My first drink was like when we started.
Yeah, I'm not. I need to make another one, but I need to run the podcast. So
I'm still on my first drink, but I also have bourbon right next to me in a shot glass, so we'll see how tonight goes.
I mean, I'll get another one after the podcast is over. Oh, speaking
Yeah,
of, I'm going to
probably.
start making Dyson Sphere program stuff because City Skylines isn't getting my wiener hard anymore.
All right, so why
Dyson
Dyson Sphere? Like, isn't that fucking vacuums?
I mean, it's a crafter. It's a building
So-
crafter
so
simulation
explain
game. It's
this
a
to me.
simulation.
Somebody
okay.
who's
Have you
dumb
seen
as
fact?
shit
Have you seen
can't make me
Factorio?
dime because education is non-profitable.
Have you seen Factorio? Factorio.
Yeah, you and I played that on Game.
Have you
Check it out.
also seen Satisfactory?
Yeah.
It's just in that realm of games. It's literally just that, but like you're building a Dyson Sphere.
Oh.
But I was watching because I played it when it first came out and it didn't have any combat and it was super basic. Like it was like a truly early access game, but it had a lot of stuff in place. And I saw Kivitz playing it the other day, and I was like, they added enemies, and then it was like a fucking galactic space war in this crafting simulator. It was fucking wild.
Oh.
I kind of want my YouTube channel to be in and around that genre, like the simulation builder kind of game, which is why I went with that. That because City Skylines 2, while it is like performing pretty well, it's just boring.
Just not what you're hoping for.
That's boring.
Understandable.
Like, there's not. I've run out of stuff to do. But I can't off my city and restart because I don't have the ability to just spawn a disaster whenever I want to. So I can't go crazy Coco like I did for the other city
Dude.
and nuke my city and then restart with the stuff that I've learned. And I don't want to fucking send my city off without being able to do that.
You know, I just recently, like right before this fucking podcast, was talking to Shannon, and I had sad boy brain today. I'll admit, I'm not afraid to say it, but one of the sad boy ADHD thoughts that kind of just came in was like, there's a part of me that absolutely does miss having my own content creation that I have the control of, and that, you know, I was having fun with, I could do XYZ with. But I also realized that it was also an escape from my abusive ex-wife. But that's neither here nor there. And it was one of those that I think I miss having some kind of creative control over something and being able to express my own creativity, because I can't do fucking art. I have no fucking
We could revive Gameboat and you can edit if you wanted to do
Absolutely.
that,
That's
because
like
I don't have time to edit, but I know how hard it is to record single content, but when you get two people together, it becomes 80,000 times easier to record. And then editing, then the editing part is hard because it's like, well, I don't know what to fucking cut because it's all
Exactly.
fucking good. Like that's what Toast's problem was. And I was like, Toast, I kind of expect you to take that 2-hour footage and make 2 episodes out of it. He made 4. But yeah, we can revive Gameboat.
Okay, so all 4 of those are just one session.
Yeah, it was 2 hours
Oh yeah.
that we
Oh.
recorded in.
Like all those episodes,
2021.
we just sat down. Just
Yeah,
played
That's why whenever there was an emulator
Oh,
issue, it didn't get fixed because we were like, let's just record a bunch because Toast is going to edit a bunch, or what he said he was going to edit a bunch. Toast, if you're listening to this, stop. You shouldn't be.
he listens to ADHD After Dark.
I will find out because if he's listening to this, I demand him to message me.
Oh, demand him.
And if you don't, I have ways of finding out if you listen to me. I know you're right. Remember that time you doxed yourself to Coco? Remember that? Hey, I still know his name because I just sent money to his PayPal. He still has his full name on there. Also, remember that time when you joined the Minecraft server?
He also stole my PayPal because I gave him money too.
Yeah. Remember that time you joined my server and I saw you where you were joining from and it was a VPN and I figured out the exact VPN you were joining from the IP?
So yeah, Toast, make sure you're not listening to this, baby.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. When you turn 18, I don't care.
Coco police.
Yeah, when you turn 18, I don't care. Because this is definitely a 18 plus podcast. Because we literally talked about Xeno's mom's clit.
But as I was saying,
I shouldn't land.
But anyway, revive Game Boat. Then you don't have to worry about.
I would like to revive, but
hashtag revive.
There's like also the solo stuff that I kind of miss. Like I do miss E to an extent, but I feel like E's dead. I'm not gonna revive that shit after I'm done teaching. I'm like, I don't know if I would want to touch that with a 10-foot pole because I feel like if
I mean the solo stuff, you could just stick to streaming.
Who found shit would like know. Oh, he's back online again. They're gonna just be fucking assholes, and I don't.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you revive E, and you're not teaching anymore, you have moderators who can ban them, and then if they keep making accounts, you can report. Those moderators can report them to Twitch and teach the kids a very valuable lesson about online harassment.
But I think my number one concern is I want to have a balance. I want to make sure that I have time for Shannon. I want to make sure that I have time for my hobbies. And I want to make sure I have time for my friends in between that. But most of my hobbies would also include friends, Shadowverse.
Let me tell you this much. You definitely have a lot of time with Shannon. Like, you have a lot more time with Shannon than I think you realize. And if you wanted to pick up streaming for like even just like a couple hours for one day of the week, I don't think it would be the end of the world.
No, it certainly wouldn't be.
Because Murky can attest to this. Don't get me wrong. I've seen the amount of fucking Snapchats you've sent me of places that you've gone to, and I'm like, how the fuck do they think of doing this shit? I wish I was creative.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, guys, why can't we fucking think of shit like this? Like, that looks cool as fuck. Although, I mean, the problem with me is there's nothing within a fucking 15-mile radius, but like, still, he's like sending pictures of a fucking garden in the middle of nowhere with butterflies and insects, and I'm like, well, fuck, goddamn, I wish I could go.
It's just one of those. I really enjoy parks. I really enjoy walking around, exploring new places, and that just kind of fits into that.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have...
I always like seeing cool insects, animals, birds, all kinds of different shit at, random places, shit that you're not used to.
But yeah, I think having one day to stream wouldn't be that bad. Like, I'm not even saying we stream for Game Boat anymore. We just make short-form content.
Right.
Or not short-form content, fucking YouTube videos. And then you can edit... You can edit a YouTube video on your own time.
Correct.
And that gets your creative outlet for editing. Because I know you don't like recording solo content. I know you like streaming solo content, from what I gathered.
Yeah, when I was on YouTube, it was just... I think
especially your Ronnie shit. Your Ronnie shit was fucking great. You control that fucking raccoon like it is an extension of your body, and I don't know how.
It's just knowing the next thing that's going to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't. When I said the thing about Xeno's mom's clit, I didn't know that was going to come out. It just happened.
Raccoons and clits.
It must be helpful because you're a teacher and you have to kind of understand what's going to come out of your mouth. And I'm a programmer.
But I've had a lot of self-control with the shit that comes out of my mouth.
I can't wait to hear of E's last day when he made a fucking teenager cry because they were fucking stupid.
Chew them out for being a complete asshole on my last day.
I want to let you know, I hope you become a better person because you're a fucking piece of shit, right?
For a second, for the first time.
I I think about you, and I hope that's more thought.
Is everything all right at home?
From the rest of your family, because I swear to God, the only reason you're doing this is because something is fucked up. But I fucking hate. I hate you so much. You're garbage. I bet your family's garbage. Your siblings, trash. Cousins, trash. Aunts, uncles, trash. Anybody else you even think about and moderately like, weak as fuck.
Dude,
Nobody liked you. You're only there for a quick laugh, and then you have nobody. I hope everything works out in the end, but right now, fuck you.
For the first the first
That's
sentence
a poem I wrote called "Teacher's Rant."
The first sentence of that, Murky, I thought you were like legitimately like giving E like feedback about like hoping he becomes a better person, and then you said because you're fucking trash, and I was like, well, clearly he's doing something else because there's no way he just said that to E.
I don't know. Maybe Murphy's like, I'm tired of this asshole.
No.
Because you said it with such like you said it in like the tone. I was like, oh, he's adding more to E, like hoping he becomes a better person. Wait, what did he say?
Speaking of Shadowverse, even though we talked about that like 20 minutes ago, Murky, are you joining on Friday?
Yeah. Yep, I'm throwing down.
You're throwing down the Chicago tournament. Am I going to be in it?
Get lucky 3 or 4 times.
I don't know. Do you want to be in it?
I can be in it if somebody can teach me how to play Havencraft. Also, take a look at this that we got at the con.
I will fucking teach you. I'll even bring out my own Havencraft.
It's a PSA. I can't really focus it. It's a PSA
you have
10.
To leave pretty early Friday.
I was talking about the one in Chicago.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Yeah, we got a couple of cards.
Chicago would be like you fucking know what you're doing kind of stuff, but
I mean,
I
don't. You guys could just come visit, and alternatively,
right?
And then we don't go. And then we don't go to Chicago.
We've been looking for a reason to come out and fucking
like I know Zeno wants to do the Chicago thing, but like I don't know about you guys, but I don't really want to go to Chicago.
I mean, I'm okay with Chicago.
Dude, I hate the city of Chicago. I hate driving there. Like, my mom had to go for treatments.
Dude, we couldn't get back to our hotel one time because I think it was like Mexican. It was like Mexican Independence Day or whatever, like in October, like during the riot fest or whatever.
Cinco de Mayo?
No, it was in October.
Oh, that's their Independence Day.
No. There were a bunch of people that were. I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, but let me try to just say it and you can fix it because I'm autistic and can't describe things.
Okay.
But there were a bunch of people in like September, October who were Mexican running around the city, flying the Mexican flag, shooting fireworks out of their cars. Like they were all doing this in support of Mexico. And I heard from somebody that it was Mexican Independence Day. So I don't know what it could have been, but that's what happened. And they were shooting fireworks, like Roman candles and shit out of cars in the middle of downtown fucking Chicago. And so, like, the next day, as part of the festival, they closed the entire white portion of Chicago. So we couldn't get an Uber back to our hotel, which happened to be in the white, pretentious part of Chicago.
The Mexican War of Independence was September 16th.
Correct.
Through September 27th of 1810 to 1821.
That's what they were shooting then. Shooting off firecks for. They weren't shooting. Actually, I couldn't even tell you if they weren't shooting guns straight up into the sky. It's Chicago. They were probably shooting fucking pistols into the sky.
You never know.
Yeah, but we were driving home and there was a car right in front of us that had a huge fucking Mexican flag on the roof, and they were launching fucking 40 millimeter fucking fireworks out of the fucking rubber tubes that they were just holding out the window. It was like, and this was in the middle of downtown Chicago, and like both sides of us were high rises, and I was like, they definitely just blew out some windows. But yeah, so the next day they closed. Next day yeah, pretty much. The next day the police had closed down the entire, like I said, white part of Chicago for
where the rat hole is.
Yeah, for the quiet hours, which happened to be where my hotel was in that area. And our Uber driver there was no path for our Uber driver to get from where we were to our destination. We were like, just fucking, he kept trying to go around and we were like, just get us to where it's a straight walk. And we'll do that because it was like 1 a.m. and I just wanted to go back at this point in time.
Right.
So we were just like, just drop us off, please.
Yeah, can you give me the 2 to 3 blocks and like I can dip the fuck there? Can you stay here for a second? And if I run,
but yeah,
call somebody.
Well, I mean, I had him drop us as close to the hotel section as possible where the police were guarding because I was like, here's my thought: if we go inside of the white portion, we're gonna be safe because the police are gonna shoot anybody else. Am I wrong?
I mean,
He's just wild.
This is how fucked up America is.
Just wild Chicago.
This is how fucked up America is. My skin color was my passport to the other side of the bridge. And it's not wrong, but
kind of wrong.
It is kind of wrong, but they didn't even question it. They had a fucking road blockade of fucking construction vehicles blocking people. Like instead of having police cars, they brought their fucking road salt crews out because the vehicles were bigger and people couldn't push through them with a car. And then we walked by it and like a bunch of police officers and they were like, oh, hey. And we just kept going. They didn't question anything. I guarantee you, if I had any sort of brown complexion close to that of Switch, they'd have been like, nah, son, this isn't your place. Am I wrong?
I'm not going to comment on
I'm
that
just
one.
going
I
to
don't
say
feel
the
like I'm
last
the
few
right
times
person
I've
to
been to
comment on that.
Chicago, it was either to an airport or like back when I took my mom to like her fucking med things. And the last 2 times I took her to this place in Chicago for like infusions, I got fucking cookies and ice cream and heard a fucking shooting and got to make sure my mom got her potassium all on the same day. Like, it was just the random combination, and it happened twice. And those were the only 2 times I ever went there.
It's weird that it happened twice.
It was in like old Chinatown, I think. Something fucking, dude, I don't know. Like middle of the day. And I left super fucking early. Hour and a half before fucking scheduled arrival. Hour and a half before the appointment. You know what still happened? Late. You know why? Because traffic is ass cheeks.
Yeah. No, you got to leave
Dude,
like 2 days
I hate
early
that.
for
I hate that
Chicago
place,
traffic.
man. Hate it.
But yeah, Coco, I'll definitely help you out with Havencraft. It's just fucking over your opponent as much as possible.
I'm going to fuck Murky's mouth as as possible with my tiny... My dick's small enough. It might be considered a clit.
There was spit in the end of my tongue, I promise.
All right, I think we dragged this out long enough. Zeno, you suck.
We did. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Fuck you, Zeno. You know what?
Fuck you, Zeno.
I bet you have a huge asshole. Goodbye.
Goodbye.